Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen's sort of approach to China, not going to be much different, at least it sounds like it, to what the Trump administration is. She said China is a threat. It poses it to the United States, and that there have been real problems, and that needs to be dealt with. This is something that's been echoed by many of the top minds in the intelligence community as well. National Counterintelligence and Security Center Director Bill Evanina telling Fox News exclusively, quote, "No country poses a broader, more severe intelligence collection threat to America than China." Joining us now is the outgoing U.S. Undersecretary of State for Economic Growth, Energy and the Environment, Keith Krach. Keith, great to see you. You just got a few more hours here. We're guessing both those comments resonated with you. Now, the Trump administration, tough on China till the bitter end. Just yesterday, it revoked Intel's licenses to distribute products to Huawei, the telecom giant. Is Intel the only one? And what's at the heart of that move?
Yeah, Liz, they've lifted some restriction on some low technology to keep some of the businesses going so they can invest in R&D. But if you look at overall what has happened, we've really clamped down on providing them the technology as well as the financial capital. And this is a key part of our national security. For example, most Americans have no idea that their own money held in pension funds, 401ks, brokerage accounts, is financing not only the CCP's military, but also their surveillance state and their human rights abuses through an undisclosed opaque web of subsidiaries, index funds, and financial products.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Uyghurs, the Muslim minority, have been treated just absolutely horrifically, put in sort of mind-cleansing camps and things like that. But you talk about how pension funds may be unknowingly invested in some of these names. You and your office specifically put together 44 names. We can put them on a scroll here to show people, but everything from Xiaomi, Grand China Air, China National Aviation, Commercial Aircraft, China Railway, Panda Electronics Group. These are the 44 stocks that we're trading here that the administration said, no, you can't own these anymore. Why? What was it that you specifically found within them that they had to be taken off? And that includes the 3 telecoms that were delisted from the NYSE.
Well, all of these companies are involved with the Chinese military. They were listed by the DOD. So, we put export controls on companies like this, but we've been financing them for years. This is just a lack of continuity of policy. So, I think we've come a long way in shaping that up. We still have a longer way to go. And so these are also the same companies that enable the surveillance state, would enable human rights abuse. Now, in the National Defense Authorization Act of 1999, it was asked to list these companies. We just got, for whatever reason, the United States just got around it to this year. It's given the Chinese 20 years to do some, what I call 4-step thing. The first thing they do is they've broken these companies into an unnatural amount of subsidiaries. You would never see this in the normal world, hundreds and hundreds. So, and the purpose for that is to disclose, confuse, and deceive. And then they're buried in the index funds, a little bit here, a little bit there. Then they're buried into literally hundreds of products, ETFs, and then they're in the pension funds. And so if you're an average American investor, you don't know it's in your mutual fund. You don't know it's in your pension fund. And it's long overdue, Liz.
Well, Keith, but China's a double-edged sword. Obviously, there are threats there, but there are businesses publicly traded of stocks our viewers own who understand that. They want to protect themselves, but they also want to tap the Chinese consumer and just conduct commerce. Is there a way to continue to do that from where you sit?
Yeah, by the way, there absolutely is, Liz. And you've got to be able to walk that line. But these companies in particular, these 44 companies, who, by the way, also on that fact sheet have about 1,200 subsidiaries that we listed. These are companies where we're financing their next aircraft carrier. We're financing ICBM someday that will be pointed at our families home. So we really needed to stop this. And as you know, I wrote a letter to all CEOs last July 1st, and I went on Cavuto Live on the 4th of July talking about this. I followed it up also August 18th with a letter to all university governing boards. I just also sent one out to all civil societies. So we've given ample warning, and really these fund managers, they really need to let their investors or their constituents, their customers,
Well,
know about this, because they have to divest these companies.
got it. We got to run, but I do want to just quickly ask you, because China has said they're going to retaliate. They're going to retaliate against the United States for removing these names or failing to allow companies to do business with them. You could possibly be on that list eventually, Keith. And I say that because you became the highest ranking State Department official to visit Taiwan, which of course China says it owns, since 1979. Do you expect to be sanctioned?
Well, I already am, Liz, and you know, I guess that's
Great.
just a badge I wear with honor, and I'm going to act, and I'm not going to react, and I don't think we should bend a knee to the China bully. And all I know is when you confront a bully, they back down, and they really, really back down if you have your friends by your side, and that's why we formed the Clean Network Alliance of Democracies, and it's been such a success.